Well, hello everybody, welcome to the Forex market analysis session. If you guys are new, my name is Alexander Nikitin. I am a professional trader and a developer of MPS software. In today's video, I want to analyze my whole portfolio of 19 pairs on 1 hour and 4 hour time frame. While it may take me for a while to explain you the identification, trade execution and trade management, but the analysis itself, it takes few seconds because it is done by the MPS 5 software. All my knowledge that I have collected during the course of my trading career was actually coded within this software, and now I have something that works within a matter of seconds. Okay, so simply switch between the pattern types, advanced, harmonic patterns, whatever you wish. Simply switch between the algorithm, or you can prevent the automatic algorithms. You can stop them and use manual algorithms, for example like this, drawing diagonal of this kind. You can switch the patterns on or switch the patterns off to prevent recalculation. For example, if you want to go to 30-minute time frame and watch how these patterns performed on lower time frames, yes, it is very handy to have that on and off. And what is most important, the thing that I like most, is that you can do your market research on these patterns, and they are drawn on history exactly the way they would be drawn in real-time trading. So this is the most important feature of this software, and of course it is one of those reasons why I have actually created it, to do the research, to do the market research. And I will use some patterns here, and as you might have noticed, one of the patterns is a cipher pattern, based on my back testing, based on my market research, and believe me, I have checked thousands of these patterns. They are drawn within a matter of seconds on history. it takes almost no time to check them all, simply calculate them. I checked thousands of these patterns, and they perform pretty good, at least the way I trade them, and I will talk about this way further in the course of this video. And my second pattern is the unified Gartley pattern. It is a combination of a bat and a Gartley. Sometimes it can coincide with a bat pattern, sometimes it can coincide with a Gartley pattern, but regardless of the ratios, it always has the 786 entry and 113 invalidation level. It is the pattern that I came up with. It is the pattern. I can't say that I have created this pattern. I simply took the bat and I took the Gartley, and based on my market research, I found that it's not a good idea to split this pattern into two. The Gartley or bat, it doesn't make any sense splitting them into two patterns. So I united them back. And this strategy performs much better than if they are split. If you trade separately a Gartley and you trade separately a bat. This 786 completion is very powerful, and when you have a bat pattern with the 886 completion, in many cases you won't ever hit this level. It will start from 786, so that's why I came up with this idea to create this unified Gartley. Of course, I have some special ratios for that. I have some special calculations. What is the first leg, the second leg, and so on. You can find the video. It is called the Unified Gartley on my YouTube channel. Okay, as for some other patterns, as for the standard patterns, classic patterns, already there are two types of them: advanced patterns and harmonic patterns. Advanced patterns were created based on harmonic patterns, but slightly modified to be traded aggressively with limit orders. And one of advanced patterns was never a harmonic pattern. It's called a cipher pattern, and It was created by Darren Oglesby. So when you talk about cipher pattern, you should keep in mind it was never a harmonic pattern. It has nothing to do with harmonic patterns. Although it looks like those triangles connected, it's not a harmonic pattern. If you will notice somebody is telling you that harmonic pattern is a cipher, then stay away from this guy. Obviously he knows nothing about these patterns. Okay, let us start and do the analysis. Euro dollar 1 hour is nothing. Euro dollar 4 hour, we have a unified Gartley, and this unified Gartley for me only, guys, it's nothing that is nothing should be taken for granted. It requires a backtest. It requires a market research. I've done the backtest and I found this kind of situation when if this leg has 1, 2, 3 movements, yes, based on your swing identification algorithm, of course, maybe you will see this movement as a single movement, but you should have a swing identification. You should have a set of rules that are telling you if the movement is straight or it is choppy. If this movement is straight, then the pattern is okay. If it is choppy, then it is not okay. Based on my swing identification algorithm, it is not okay, so I stay away from this pattern because I tested it this way. I tested it with this swing identification algorithm, and the historical performance of this broken leg is not very good, and historical performance of this swing when it is straight, it is very good. Okay. Well, 1 hour, 4 hour. I think we need to recalculate this. Zoom it out. Perfectly. Let's go. Dollar yen. Nothing here. Nothing on 4 hour. Pound dollar. GBP USD. 1 hour. Nothing. 4 hour. A pattern that I found last week. Well, yes, I recorded the video about this pattern and it was near completion, and I told you that the price is most likely to decline after this zone is hit. When I say zone, it means the completion of the pattern and invalidation levels. So it was 97 pip zone, and well, it started, it hit the target of 3.2 and it is heading to 618, I suppose. And we have a second pattern right now, and if this leg is straight, if the indicator tells that it is straight, then this 33 even can be a very nice level of potential support. Also pay attention that it coincides with previous support, and support. 33 even looks like a very good situation here. Very good support level to trade. Okay, as for the trade in itself, I will need to execute this based on a lower time frame, because when the pattern is completed, I do the measurement. I calculate the number of bars and it says 46, for example. Just suppose that it's completed, and if it is less than 50, then I switch to lower time frame here, 1 hour time frame. Okay, let me switch to 1 hour time frame. You can see the same pattern is staying and the software is prevented from recalculation. Okay, and I also do the price measurement. So the price says that its first target potential, initial first target potential, is 65.6, and if it is less than 3 ATR period, 5,000, then I am to switch to lower time frame as well. And you see the 3 ADR is 58.5. So let the pattern stay. Let me disable the calculation. Let me switch to this. 58.5, 65.6. Okay, so once we decided that the pattern should be executed on 1 hour time frame, yes, what is next? What should be done next? I do this to identify patterns. It is a very, very simple technique that I call a powerful close, and simply look at the candle that has a close at the top 20% of this. Of course, it can be a bearish candle if it looks this way. This was the previous price action. It can be a bearish candle if the open was slightly higher than that, and in majority of cases it will be a bullish candle on this way. Okay, simply somewhere here within this range, from here to here. Look at this candle. That's it. It should close at top 20% of its range. This is what I call a powerful bullish close. If you have this, the odds increase radically that the pattern will work in this in the upside. Okay, what is next? 4 hour, 1 hour, nothing is here. Aussie dollar, 1 hour and 4 hour, nothing is here. Pound yen, 1 hour, 4 hour, nothing is here. Dollar Canadian, 1 hour and 4 hour. Okay, nothing is here. The saffron will work perfectly. New Zealand dollar. I think we had something here. Yes, we had a pattern here. Let me delete the Fibonacci. And 4 hour, we have a potential pattern as well. And the USD, Kiwi dollar, 4 hour pattern. Pretty good. Now let's calculate where the pattern should be executed. So it says 50. Well, it depends on the completion of the pattern. If it completes on this candle, it will be less than 50, and we will need to switch to lower time frame. If it completes in the course of few more candles, it will be more than 50, and it will be okay. But based on price already tells me that I should switch to lower time frame based on price. But for me, time is more important factor than the price in choosing the time frame for execution. Okay, 4 hour unified Gartley. Pound Aussie, 1 hour and 4 hour, nothing. Euro GBP, this pattern is very far from completion. Let me take some notes. Euro GBP 1 hour. Okay, now I have it on my radar, and well, it is basically a 4 hour. It coincides more with a 4 hour rather than 1 hour. Okay, 4 hour pattern. 87.47 is the completion of the pattern. Now let's go Euro Aussie, potential cipher pattern, but it is very far from completion. Look at this, patient space. You simply stay very patient and let the price give you a take profit. Okay, now let me talk about this pattern. It is something that requires understanding of how the pattern is traded and how it is managed. Okay, if you're familiar with advanced pattern trading, yes, so what you do, you set a limit order here, stop loss here, and your initial target is 3.2 and your second target is 618, yes. And as price goes deeper, for example, let me mark this target level, this one. And as price goes deeper, for example, the reversal starts here, you adjust your target. As the reversal goes deeper, and actually the true reversal started here, you adjust your target. What it leads to? It leads to the fact that your take profit became very small because of this target adjustment rule. But this rule is mandatory. If you trade without that rule, the patterns won't be that accurate as they should be. It won't be that 65 to 70% accurate. So what I do, how do I personally manage this situation? I don't trade with limit orders. What I do, I actually trade it this way. I wait for a reversal candle to appear, yes, And if the reversal starts, in majority of cases it is that true reversal. How do I identify the reversal? I told you I'm looking at this powerful bearish close. So this was one powerful bearish close confirmed by another powerful bearish close. So you can see that I could execute this trade. But lucky for me, I didn't execute this at this level, and I executed the pattern slightly higher at this level. After this outside reversal bar appeared. Okay, so my execution was higher, that's why I had a better price for that execution. You should understand the logic of the pattern. Based on the back testing, so this range, this is the range between the completion and the end validation. Yes, it provides you a 60% probability that price will decline and hit this trade tier. But you don't know when it will happen. It can decline from here, it can decline from here, but somewhere within this range. Yes, and you can do it this way. First of all, as I did it previously, and it was pretty good, but I dislike many losses. If the reversal starts, yes, you have a 60% probability that this reversal will complete, and it will hit the trade tier. It is very good, but it may happen slightly higher as well. So if this is a higher probability, if I have a higher probability that this reversal will continue to the downside, why should I put my stop loss here? Yes, why not placing it here? And you see I'm stopped out on this trade. So what I do next, I will look at the second chance. It is much better to enter with a second chance than to sit and wait with this great stop loss. So I would better take two trades, and my first stop loss would be 30 pips, and my second stop loss would be 26 pips. So total is 50 something pips. And if I trade it based on this, it is almost 90 pips range. So it makes sense to simply re-enter the trade. If it didn't work from first, but price is still within the reversal zone, you can have a second attempt, and it may work at the second attempt. These are only my views. It is better to re-enter the trade rather than place this large stop loss all the way to the invalidation level, because there is the higher probability, I repeat, there is the higher probability that if the reversal started, you have the high probability for it to continue rather than to invalidate. So this was a trap here, a bearish trap. The reversal started, lots of bears entered this trade, and then they were stopped out. And the reversal, the true reversal, took place slightly higher. Well, it's up to you how you trade this. There are my only thoughts. Don't forget about the target adjustment. It is mandatory with these patterns. Well, let's continue. I think I told you about the execution. Yes, it is simply a candle that closes at this lower bottom of that what is this lower 20% range. Let's go Aussie yen. A potential pattern here 81.77. Well, until it breaks this B point, it is not actually a potential pattern. It is drawn way far in advance, so we have plenty of time. Nothing here on Euro Canadian. Aussie yen 1 hour. It was 4 hour, and let's go back to 1 hour. Euro Canadian. Pound Canada. Well, it is still valid based on algorithm. We don't have choppy movement. The algorithm is still thinks the movement is straight. And based on 4 hour, what do we have? Based on 4 hour we have nothing. Okay, New Zealand yen 4 hour, nothing is here, and 1 hour, nothing is here as well. Oh, we had a cipher pattern. Let us see. Initial reversal was a trap again, and the later reversal, well, it didn't work. It didn't hit the 382. What I would do in this, I would cover my shorts. I will not wait for it to give me a second chance. Okay, I would exit this trade. Very common situation when it did go and just missed the take profit by a few pips. I would cover that shorts. If it gives me the second chance, I would better re-enter the trade rather than to sit and wait until it gives me the target. Now let's go Euro New Zealand. Wonderful trade. It is a textbook example. Simply touch and reverse, and well, let's talk about this. What is this one? From here to here it was 51, and it should be executed at market. It should be executed with this time frame, 1 hour time frame. But well, it's simply touch and go. It worked wonderful. Okay, what is this? Invalidated Canadian yen. Aussie Canadian. We had this cipher pattern. It worked wonderful. Aussie Canadian. You see 3-2 was hit. What we have next? We have this 98.34 potential unified card. So let me delete fibs. Aussie Canadian unified Gartley on 1 hour. The cipher was already invalidated on 4 hour. Okay, Aussie New Zealand invalidated pattern on 4 hour, and 1 hour a potential cipher pattern at 0.7950. Okay, that's it about the analysis. Well, I hope I explained it well. How to identify patterns, how to execute them, and how to manage them. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, share this video on social media, comment below. Until then, good luck and good trading. Hope to see you soon.